Have you all heard about Bybit and their massive $1.5 billion heist? The biggest in crypto history? Yeah, after incidents like this, it's time to seriously evaluate other crypto exchanges and find the best one for your needs. That's exactly why you're here on my channel. Today we're analyzing the top 5 crypto exchanges, breaking down the pros and cons, and most importantly determine which ones can actually be trusted. Exchanges are essentially like banks. You need to know how long they've been operating and what opportunities they offer. But do you know what truly builds trust in a crypto exchange? Their battle-tested history. Surprisingly, an exchange with no history of attacks isn't necessarily more trustworthy. It might just mean they haven't been tested yet. What really matters is how many challenges they faced, how quickly their leadership responds to crisis, and how transparent they are during these critical moments. These factors reveal which exchanges can genuinely be trusted and which ones are still untested by the harsh realities of the crypto world. And by the way, we'll dive deeper into the Bybit situation in this video, so stick around until the end. So, today I'll be covering the top 5 centralized exchanges in my opinion, and more importantly, what makes each one unique. We'll evaluate them based on 3 essential factors: security, features, and usability, so you can find the perfect match for your trading style. Quick heads up, I've dropped registration links in the description below. Using these links will not only get you some sweet sign-up bonuses, but also supports my channel. And hey, if you already found your exchange home, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. I'm here to provide you with valuable insights, and all I ask in return is for you to subscribe to this channel. Subscribed? Great. I'm Sava and let's get started. 5th place, BingX. Launched in 2018, this exchange made its mark with something pretty special: copy trading. Imagine being able to peek over the shoulder of successful traders and automatically copy their moves. Pretty cool for beginners, right? But remember to always check a trader's track record and keep in mind that you are still in charge of your own risk management. But what really sets BingX apart today is the leveraged stock trading feature. Yeah, now you can do feature with Apple and Google stocks. They've basically created this awesome hybrid platform where you can trade both crypto and traditional financial instruments under one roof. And I gotta say, watching this platform evolve has been pretty impressive. Now let's break down the scores. On security, while BingX hasn't faced any major security breaches or hacking incidents, they're still building their reputation. They've got all the essential security features in place, but here is my take. Like with any exchange, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So 3 out of 5 stars. For features, they are packing quite a punch here: spot trading, derivatives, copy trading, launch pool, launch pads, tons of trading pairs, and that unique leveraged stock trading we talked about. That was 4 out of 5 stars. Looking at usability, the interface is clean and straightforward with solid mobile apps for both iPhone and Android users. Beginners should feel pretty comfortable here. Though heads up, some users mentioned there is a bit of a learning curve when you start diving into the advanced features. That gets them 4 out of 5 stars. Adding it all up, BingX scores 11 out of 15 stars. Definitely respectable. Now let's check out who is next. 4th place, Bitget. Like BingX, they launched in 2018 and they've made quite a name for themselves in high leverage derivatives and copy trading. First off, these guys dream big. They've scored some major partnerships in the sports world, including teaming up with soccer legend Lionel Messi and several top-tier teams. But what really caught my eye is their one-click copy trade feature. It's exactly what it sounds like. You pick a pro trader, hit subscribe, and their trades automatically copy to your account. They've built this whole ranking system with detailed stats, so you can actually see who's worth following instead of just guessing. Bitget created what they call a protection fund to cover users if something goes wrong. Think of it as an insurance policy for your crypto. That's a pretty serious commitment to keeping your funds safe. Let's break down the scores. For security, no major hacks so far, but they're not quite in the same league as veterans like Binance or OKX yet. Plus, they are growing super fast, which sometimes means their customer support gets a bit straight thin. That lands them 3 out of 5 stars. On features, Bitget really shines with derivatives and copy trading. Their fees are pretty sweet: 0.02% for makers and 0.06% for takers, And they have some cool tools for strategy trading that worth 4 out of 5 stars. Looking at usability, if you're into futures trading, you will love how smooth everything runs. Their mobile apps get lots of thumbs up from users, but fair warning. If words like short, long or leverage sounds like a foreign language to you, there might be some learning curve. So 4 out of 5 stars. Total that up and Bitget scores 11 out of 15 stars. Not too shabby. Now we are getting to the heavy hitters. Third place is OKX. Founded in 2017, OKX has grown into a true giant that brings something really special to the table. Imagine having everything you need under one crypto roof. They have cracked the code of combining two different worlds. In crypto, you've got your traditional exchanges, what we call CeFi. And then you've got the more experimental decentralized platforms, or DeFi. OKX said, why not both? They built their own blockchain called OKX Chain, packed it with DeFi services and wrapped it all up with regular trading options. What does this mean for you? Let's say you wanna buy some Bitcoin. Easy. But then you want to stake it for some extra earnings, or try your hand at yield farming through DeFi apps. With OKX, you don't need to juggle multiple platforms. It's all right there in your account. Let's dive into the scores. For security, OKX has built quite a reputation for keeping things locked down tight. The platform regularly publishes their proof of reserves, basically showing you that your money is actually there. Plus, they're fully registered and have passed tons of audits. But some users mention withdrawal delays on forums that earns them 4 out of 5 stars. On features, this is where OKX really flexes its muscles. Staking, mining pools, DeFi, derivatives, copy trading, launchpad, launch pools. For any crypto enthusiasts who love trying new things, this is paradise. That's solid 5 stars out of 5. Looking at usability, I'll be honest, there is a lot going on in the interface which might feel a bit overwhelming at first, but the design is actually pretty sick once you get used to it. Think of it like a high-end car. Lots of buttons, but everything has its purpose. That gets them 4 out of 5 stars. Adding it all up, OKX scores 13 out of 15. Now, that's impressive. Ready to see who grabbed the silver medal? Let's check out our runner-up. Second place, Binance, the crypto exchange that needs no introduction. Even if you're just dipping your toes in crypto, you've probably heard this name. But you might be wondering why such a heavyweight isn't in first place. Well, let me break it down for you. Founded in 2017 by Changpeng Zhao, or CZ as the crypto world knows him, Binance quickly became a household name. Having such a visible leader is actually a huge plus. It puts a human face on the platform, which is pretty rare in the crypto world. But here is where things get interesting. Being the biggest player comes with its own challenges. Think of Binance as the Google of crypto exchanges. They are so big that regulators just can't ignore them. This means they're constantly dealing with regulatory hurdles, sometimes having to limit or completely stop their services in certain countries. There's also the whole identity verification thing, what we call KYC. Yeah, it makes everything more secure, but also makes your assets more visible to regulators, which kind of goes against the whole decentralized spirit of crypto. It's a classic case of security versus privacy. Let's break down the scores. For security, here is some real talk. Binance got hacked in 2019, losing $40 million, but they covered every cent from their insurance fund and seriously beefed up their security game. The mandatory identify checks might not be everyone's option, but they definitely help keep the scammers out. That earns them 4 out of 5 stars. On features, this is where Binance truly shines. Spot trading, features, derivatives, launchpad, NFT marketplace, tons of altcoins, staking, peer-to-peer trading, you name it, they've got it. Looking for one-stop crypto shop? This is it. This 5 out of 5 stars. For usability, the interface is pretty beginner-friendly, and they've even built their own academy to help you learn the ropes. But, and this is a big but, some users feel like they are drowning in features. Advanced trading mode especially can feel like sitting in a spaceship cockpit. Let's get them 4 out of 5 stars. Total that up and Binance scores 13 out of 15 stars. It's perfect if you value transparency and don't mind regulatory spotlights. But hold on to your hats because we are about to look at my personal favorite, On number 1 spot is Bybit. Yeah, the very same exchange we heard about recently. The crypto exchange that lost a record-breaking $1.5 billion in February 2025 takes the top spot in my rankings. Why? Let's break it down. Bybit is relatively young compared to Binance and OKX, launched in 2018. Initially, Bybit was purely a derivatives platform, but now they offer spot trading, staking, copy trading, and much more. While other exchanges try to be the Walmart of crypto, showing everything at you at once, Bybit keeps things clean and simple. It's like they actually thought about what traders need, not just what they could add. One of the most common praises you hear about Bybit is the convenience and beauty of their platform. Seriously, whether you're using the mobile app or web version, everything just flows. No clutter, no unnecessary bells and whistles. Just sleek, intuitive design that makes trading feel natural. If you ever felt overwhelmed by other exchanges, looking at you Binance, you will appreciate this approach. User reviews frequently know that Bybit's support team responds quickly and addresses problems without giving you the runaround. This is partly due to their smaller user base compared to Binance, but this level of support gives you the feeling that you won't get lost among millions of traders. So now, about security. All funds are stored in cold wallets, which should minimize theft risk. However, on February 21, 2025, a catastrophic situation occurred. 401,000 ETH, equivalent to $1.5 billion, was drained from Bybit's private cold wallet. To put this in perspective, this was the largest crypto exchange heist ever in history. A similar situation, though with a smaller theft amount, happened with FTX. And what we remember from that story is that after such incidents, exchanges experience a terrible bank run. Users panic and rush to withdraw all their savings and assets, fearing two things. First, that their assets will be stolen, and second, that the exchange won't survive such massive withdrawals and will go bankrupt. Exactly what happened with FTX. But speaking about Bybit, they suffered $1.5 billion in losses, plus a massive bank run of over $5 billion. This was possibly the most ruthless test of founder Ben Zhou's pulse. But the main achievement of this incident was that the exchange entered, maintained 1000% transparency about the situation, stressing support, and worked their best with each client. This is exactly what I was talking about at the beginning, and Bybit passed this exam with flying colors. If you want to dive deeper into this situation, I've made a detailed breakdown of the entire event. You can find the video here or via the link in the description. Bybit also publishes proof of reserves to show that client assets are truly backed, conducts periodic audits, collaborate with well-known partners, and expand geographically. So that's solid 5 stars out of 5, completely deserved. But what about capabilities? On features, high leverage futures, staking, launch pool, launchpad, advanced trading features, copy trading, they've got it all, and it actually works smoothly. It's perfect 5 stars out of 5. For usability, this is where Bybit becomes the undisputed champion. The interface just makes sense. Everything is where you would expect it to be. The mobile app is a joy to use, and that responsive customer support is the cherry on the top. Another perfect 5 out of 5 stars, 15 in total, and it earns every single one of them. And don't forget that all registration links are in the description. I'd really appreciate it if you use them. Cryptocurrencies are undoubtedly our future. The earlier you start learning, the sooner you will gain experience and monetize your success. I'm here to help you, so subscribe to my channel and turn on all notifications. This was SavvaQ. Bye.